Good evening, everyone. If you're anything like me, you have a large sweet tooth and you have to at least have dessert once or twice a week, or else you'll go insane. The way I do that is with baking. I will be showing you how to make cookies today. I've been doing this ever since I can remember. My grandma and I would bake hours on end when I was a toddler. So, for this recipe, we're gonna start with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay. Then we're gonna add 1 cup of dark brown sugar. This will give it extra firmness so that it doesn't just melt away inside of the oven. This is a concoction of 1/2 cup of light brown sugar for flavor, and then 1.5 cups of normal sugar, granulated. Okay. No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Here's the strangest part of this all. Trust me. Okay.
What is it?
This is 2 teaspoons of coffee, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Now, what those ingredients are going to do is it's going to extract all the good, rich flavors of the butter and everything else that we're going to add to it. So now that we have all of our dry, we're just going to mix it up just a little bit. Make sure that it's not all one mess, or make sure that it is all one mess.
Oh.
So then you don't get chunks of just brown sugar and coffee all in one bite, because no one likes that. Okay, now we're gonna start with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, which I have not pre-measured because that was a hassle and I didn't want to. 1, 2.
Yeah, believe in it.
Up next, this is brown butter. So basically how you make this, and this is to get all the fat and good out of it. It looks kind of gross, but trust me, it's good. How you make that is simply by putting this is 1 cup, so 2 sticks of butter into a small saucepan, boiling it until it becomes one dark mess, and then you let it sit and you have brown butter. It's really good, trust me, it'll make your cookies that much better than just using normal butter. And finally, 2 large eggs. One. Oh, can't do it with this one. 2. We're gonna mix this up good. Make sure that you get everything combined, or else your cookies will not spread out and you will just have a giant chunk of a mess. Also, something very important to make sure that you do is that you don't have anything on the sides, because that can mess with your, what's the word? Oh yeah, your volumes of everything. So now that everything's kind of mixed together, get your hands in there, make sure that's all congealed into one thing. Now, chocolate chip cookies. Bet you're saying, well, this is just cookies. Well, yeah, it is. So, final little piece that we need, what gives it its namesake, is chocolate chips. Add that in. Now we have chocolate chip cookies. Now, me and my grandma stumbled upon this recipe a few weeks back, actually. We made them during Valentine's Day because she came down, we had a good time, it is fun. And we made these cookies together. So this is the recipe I'm showing you. The most important thing about this recipe, or about making great cookies in general, is that you need to let the dough rest. If you don't let the dough rest, then your cookies will only be half as good as you want. There's science behind it. I don't know the full story of it. Essentially what it is that it's letting the gluten bond to the sugar and the fat inside of the eggs and the yolk and the chocolate and sugar. So, we'll get some press and seal. Did not think this through. I should have worn gloves. Usually you'd let this rest for about 24 hours in our imaginary fridge. 24 hours later, slide. You would roll them out with a small ice cream like scoop, put them in the oven. They'll stay at about 325 Celsius for 18-20 minutes, and you should have beautiful chocolate chip cookies. Now, next slide. All you have to do is enjoy. And I recommend a little milk. You can add some vanilla. Milk and vanilla, great combo. And that's how you make chocolate chip cookies my way.